The Suns close out this quick two-game roadie with their final stop of the season here in Salt Lake City.
Gobert for the Suns. That same starting unit we saw the other night in Sacramento. Melton, Booker, triggers a transition opportunity here for Booker, but Favors racing back. Nice job recovering defensively.
Yeah, I think Favors will kind of scare me a little bit too if I'm coming right at him.
But it does not matter.
No, you take him out there.
Expect to see the Suns go big with a Rashawn Holmes out there as well. Booker raising up off the screen and drops in his second triple. Proud to own the three-point zone. Booker with that 32-10 night in Sacramento. He's got 6 games with at least 30 points and 10 assists this season.
I want to ask Devin how that net feels. Credit here with Devin.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
I mean, can I?
Sure, yeah. Quick hands, was able to get a piece of it. But I think this team collectively, you know, in some ways maybe felt they're just going to pick up where they left off last year. You know.
Look at this. This is like a Bentley. I've never driven one. I'm just hoping. All right, very aggressive right now. And all this is really to make it difficult for Devin to have a comfortability and thinking he's going to get a good look every time. That's what they've been trying to do. You have to show him different types of shots.
O'Neal jamming Booker, but Booker blowing right past him.
Suns to get back in this game.
That's his 270th dunk of the season, EJ, which leads the NBA and is a new NBA mark since they started keeping track back in 2000. What we saw from Mitchell a few moments ago, just those little floaters, because he said, as a defender, you're kind of paralyzed. Is it a shot or is it a lob?
Exactly.
And then from Gobert, as Ayton gets to the rim.
It's one thing to have an intentional foul in the backcourt, but once you get across half court, if it's an intentional foul.
Kia Stinger. Book back at the line where he lived Saturday night.
If you go double a guy and he's looking at you, he's going to pick you apart. It could be the worst passer on the team. Doesn't matter. You can't give a guy a lane and knows where he's going to pass the ball.
Booker on a tough drive. Suns to go small here, and they've got 3 legitimate scorers now with Booker, Daniels, and Fredette coming off the bench. And Book, step back, drops it over the top of Ingles. He's got 21.
With Tommy Gunn, 4 more.
Meanwhile, the Jazz with 9.
When most guys reach their peak when they're about 28 years old, here's this young man at, 22 years old. And he's passing up people already. What carnival? Step on Tommy Gunn, Tom Chambers. That makes you feel good.
In many ways.
Strip down, and you got to be patient. I mean, you think about it, this young man's coming over to the league.
On the season from downtown. We talked about how vitally important this game and really the rest of the games are for the Jazz. Is Booker over the top of Mitchell. Mitchell, tough drive. Melton giving chase. Nice hustle there from DeAnthony Melton. And Booker, sensing Gobert was closing, and slams on the brakes and just...
When you say great shooter, that's what people have to understand. See, and I was so scared to go fast on them things because I just felt like I was like 2 stories in the air. Fall is just as fast for us. He doesn't even need to get the rebound. Just block him out.
Igor felt like there may have been some offensive basket interference there. Hard to tell. Booker again over the top of Gobert.
Just beautiful.
Before the game tonight. You know, about kind of having that same message for DeAndre Ayton, though DeAndre is much farther along as Booker wet like on Book from long range. He's got 38 and it's proud to own the three-point zone. Fulton Holmes doing.
A lot of 7-foot guys have come through the league and they weren't dominant defensively at all.
Yeah, because it certainly, as Booker knocks that one in from about 29, 30 feet out in the face of Ingles for about the 3rd time tonight. And Joe's pretty good.
Yeah, Joe, I need a shot. I'm gonna act like I'm gonna throw it to you, okay, big fella?
Eddie with all the different shots, but just his strength and over to a wide open Bender who cashes in on the triple. The 23rd time this season, the Jazz have had 50 points or more in the paint. Spalding can't get the follow, but tips it over the top, and why not? Okobo with a long rebound. On the baseline fade, yes, indeed. He shot 36% going into the break. And
hitting those thunder sticks when Devin's shooting. Do you think they have confidence that they think that he's going to miss?
Nice.
They've executed it extremely well tonight.
Booker got the contact, step behind the stripe, and put him on blast.
So that's exactly what this is, right? And he is putting on a show. They're feeling good that their team's in the lead.
An easy choice here tonight. Devin Booker has hit from just about every spot on the floor except maybe half court.
Yeah, and if you're going to get 50 in the game, then, yeah, be high. 16 to 30, that's high. And so that's what I always say. Not looking great if they continue to turn the ball over.
Booker gets it, raising up and connecting, giving 53.
It'll be really euphoria.
Tough drive as Ayton is able to tip it away. Booker looking for more, and he will get it.
And then be able to come over here and get rewarded.
Played in 235 in.
People might think that's luck. That's not luck. The young man has all the shots. He truly does. He has all the shots. They're triple teaming Devin Booker.
Yeah, they do not want 60 dropped on him.
Well, my thing is just man up.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
You know what? Take it.
Jazz will get the win, but 59 is 59. So mutual respect there from the two friends and head coaches. Big night for Book. 59, second highest scoring night of his career.
The Suns return to home floor tonight to begin their final homestand of the season on the heels of his 59-point scoring outburst. For the Suns, Anthony Melton, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Stragan Bender, and DeAndre Ayton.
Playing well on the East Coast. And it was a devastating loss. It truly was.
Deep three and ring it up. Picking up where he left off all season long since John Wall went out with the Achilles injury.
One of the best scorers in the league. I mean, he's proven it. And Bradley Beal
was up too strong with that one.
Again, the Suns caught up in, both teams not making buckets. Whereas I'd love to see the Suns take advantage of being at home, and there you go.
Taco Bell take.
Ignore the chatter. Again, our radio show.
Daniels works off the screen, hesitated momentarily, and they didn't come to get him defensively, and he makes a pay. And then Melton with a steal, drops it off to Booker.
And Melton right there hanging around, and another quick. That's 5 points right there. He was thinking he was going to swing the ball, and he was wide open.
And that is not the guy you want to. George McCray, the one-time Golden State Warrior, will check in. And whether it's the change of address or just the role, playing much better. As Booker bullies his way down low and won a ring with Cleveland during that 2015-16 season. Booker blowing past Green. You can appreciate his response afterward as he was able to have some fun as Booker winding this one down. Gets to the rim, the finish, and the foul.
What I'm saying. I had the obviously good fortune to play against a lot of great scorers. And I mean great scorers. And obviously Michael Jordan's the obvious, but Jordan played at Golden State. People you probably don't know. Kiki Vandeweghe, Alex English.
I mean, he feels as healthy as he has in a year.
And certainly showing it with plays like that.
Well, it doesn't matter how big you are. Look at that. He holds off Bryant, and then he just runs Green right out the pitch. And so if you don't try to play strong with him, he'll just work you right around the court.
71% free throw shooter, and he misses the pair. Booker diving down the lane, up to the rim, and slams it down.
And I think that's, again, part of what got lost in the 59-point scoring night as he takes the elbow jumper there. Sprinting down out of that timeout.
But yet, they convince you that it's going to be great. And athletes are no different. I mean, they believe in themselves where they have to live up to it.
Check in with Lindsey Smith.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, yesterday, Devin said after practice that...
I feel like anytime you step between those lines out there, you got to play it out. If you don't, that's when you're vulnerable. And we never get that thought process with number one.
Beal on the tough contested drive. And rebound number 8 for the Suns rookie. Crawford to Booker. Bullseye from long range. Proud to own the three-point zone. Fulton Holmes donates $100 to Suns charities, especially since the All-Star break.
Yeah, because now he's learning how to contort his body to take the punishment and then get to the line.
Bridges able to gather, drops it off to Booker.
Great pass there from Mikal Bridges.
Near steal.
Tough shot there. Bender played good D.
Booker slipping in behind, and they'll count the basket. Has not scored, but yet you could see and feel his influence on the game.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know that he's that balancer. They're loading up right now. Devin say load down.
Booker said you better bring the team. Some big shot makers.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
And those are the little steps, win or lose, that you look at to see if a team is making progress. Is Dragan Bender.
See it climb to 30 and 20. I mean, I think because a double-double to him is easy, just like Devin Booker scoring 20 points. Well, 39 right now. I apologize. I mean, he gets 20 points to sleep. He had 17 after the end of the first quarter. I mean, so DeAndre Ayton's double-doubles, fine. But what about a 30-20? That's what I want to see before the end of the season.
They will continue on this Western Conference road trip as Booker on the drive, flips it up. A foul and the finish.
The double team off the two-man game. He doesn't go at Satoransky, who can guard him. He went at Bryant, who can't guard him. Now he gets a good angle, and he gets to the free throw. Out of that, when you want to attack on a double team, you got to go at the guy that's good here. This is getting good.
And ironically, these are two of the poorest three-point shooting teams in the league. But Booker says, that's all right.
And rightly so.
Neither team has been able to get much separation. Book with the runner, won't get that one, goes down, gets the long rebound, and the soft touch nets him 46.
Recalibrated, didn't he?
And then throw in an 8th rebound.
Knocked to the ground, got up, conscious of it, put it right back. Keep it out of the reach of guys. Matchup right here that Devin wants.
Makes the move on Satoransky with the kiss.
Yeah, Satoransky can't guard. And Scott Brooks will call timeout here. Booker again being snuck up on by Bradley Beal.
Beal won't get the three as the Suns get the tap back. Give him 50.
Hit it.
Crawford on the inbound. They get Daniels all alone. Fires for 3. It did appear to be just a fraction of a second too late as Beal and Booker exchanged some pleasantries, and the homestand continues tonight, and for Suns and NBA fans, the chance to see if there will be more history made from the Suns' Devin Booker. For the Suns, that same starting 5 we've seen the last few games with Melton, Booker, Bridges, Bender, and DeAndre Ayton.
Same night, so he is good to go tonight. He's not worried about the lack of sleep.
Rookie to ever do so. Donovan Mitchell did so last year for the Jazz as Booker raising up and ripping from long range.
Go to him as much when he was there. I just really thought his offense was a lot better than what we were seeing.
Yeah, this year before traded, averaging a low of 18 minutes. Is a pretty up and under there from Booker.
3 Grizzlies standing there watching, and Devin still manipulated all 3 to get a bucket.
He picks up his second foul in 5 minutes.
And you know, you look at the scouting report, if you're Devin Booker, you say, okay, I know coach with the game plan, but a scorer does, a defender does. Every player still should have their own game plan.
Shooting a high percentage from 3. It's a tough shooting luck on that one.
That's a nice shot, though.
39% over the last 17 games. Is Booker able to get deep into the paint?
You know, it's keeping TC extremely relevant. His name is being mentioned now and everything. He's not a guy that's on Twitter, so he can't really improve his followers because I don't think he's on that. So he needs to.
Yeah.
He is long.
Credit him with that. 3 points, 3 rebounds for Caboclo. List him at 6'9", 218. He's just 23 years of age.
We continue to talk about this, but I just want people to understand. When you can shoot the ball from all areas of the court, and that's the area he's getting to, where it's nothing that they can do to him on the court other than double team him or triple team him like Utah did the other night, that can make him do this, and still he'll get to the ring.
He's been able to get himself recovered, of course, with the help of the best training staff in the NBA. Ayton.
And again, his ability to go left or right just puts the defender in peril. He can go any direction, can do anything on the court, and you know he's dangerous with the ball. Because Devin Booker is on a stretch of 50-point games and not wanting to miss if he can do it again.
Yes.
In a zone right now that no one even can comprehend.
The roll continues for Booker as he's looking to make it 22, and he does. That's the one thing that has not changed despite the personnel and coaches. Always been a defensive-minded group. Booker with his head down, gets a little contact, the fade, the fire, and the hit.
Buckets, of course, and he said it's his mindset. His whole life, that's what has separated him from his competition. How he approaches things and how he sees opportunity.
Yeah, and I know he was quite pleased with the way the bobblehead turned out. As Ayton. Booker working on a Holiday again. Gets the nice screen from Ayton.
Ayton was wide open. Booker just didn't see him.
Long distance. Dorsey on the drive, and the veteran Crawford sticks a hand in there. Bridges runs the floor, gets the payoff from Booker. Defensive Troy Daniels, he's got a dozen.
And just like Bradley Beal the other night, that is the one guy on this court that can try to at least get close to what Devin Booker's doing to keep the game close.
You see the free throw numbers, and quick look inside for Booker.
Goes back to that. It goes back to that. You give an NBA team 2 possessions, they're going to make one of them.
Melton on a nice backdoor feed over the top from Devin Booker. Here's Bender, who has played well of late. Holiday's got 3 fouls. Booker would love to watch him pick up his 4th as he spins away and watches it rip the twine. Conley's little teardrop won't go this time. Bender with outlook. Booker head down, barrels to the basket.
Watch, he kind of just banged it off the glass, and it just spun right in.
How about the play of D'Anthony Melton on back-to-back plays? Booker with a little baseline runner. He takes a hard hit to the deck. He's got 35. Seemingly got overlooked when a lot
overlooked.
Overlooked.
But the bottom line is, as I keep telling people, he's a killer. I mean, he doesn't care what the score is. He's not. I mean, he just run him over. He just really wouldn't survey the situation, maybe anticipate which hand they might jump on.
Against Washington. And tonight so far, he is 5 of 6. Nice little soft feed over the top to Ayton after he drawn the double team. One of the best defenses in the league. Looks like now they're going to deploy a little zone. Booker out of the corner. Says, okay, I'll see your zone and match it with the corner three.
And he gives that ball a chance every time he shoots it.
Under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Booker to the rim and in. 42.
So they're going to have to play through this tough situation. They've extended their defense in regards to a zone to try to negate Devin, and that's what he has to do.
The flamethrower out of the corner for three. 2 of his 4 starts coming into tonight as Conley makes his way out of the tunnel. Booker able to slip down the lane and gets it up and in on the sweet feed from Jamal Crawford.
Got Mikal and just fought through it and made a great decision with the pass.
Valanciunas had his career high 33 in Houston. Back on the 20th as Booker kicks it out to Crawford with the rainbow hit.
Look, and I know, but he also is cognizant of the fact that they haven't won any of the games he's done.
Right.
And, you know, people make note and just really know.
Booker rattles it in. He's got 48 now.
He's got an option. I think they're going to tear that up after the game and just say, here's a 4-year deal.
Book on the drive and kick. The open shooter. Bender cashes in the 3. Played into this one. The fans.
And people want the 50. I mean, and if I'm Devin, why not?
Kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson delivers the 3. Final seconds tick away. And this one in the books.